right, kings and queens, peep the message, right? Your light will piss off other people's demons. Here's why. Essentially, this is all just one big game of energy and light, right? There are entities who, it's their full-time job to make sure humanity are right at the bottom so they can feed off of our energy. There are entities you cannot see all around us. There are dimensions of reality which you cannot even comprehend through your limited mind, because we all inherit a quite limited mind, which is limited from the onset and then programmed with things that elicit the ego, misinformation. We are not taught anything, clearly. Does this look like a progressive society to you? Would Leonardo da Vinci be impressed with this shit? Would Jesus Christ be impressed? Would Buddha be impressed? Would Krishna be impressed? Nah. So let's be real. Coming back to it, right? The simple fact that we live on a plane in which humanity is purposefully dumbed down and, misdirected, misled, and just kept confined into these small boxes which don't even exist, which take away the intrinsic and divine power that we incarnate with, means that people live on low vibrations, right? People are they have entities which are attached to them as a result of the vibration that they reside on. Which essentially means, when I say that your light is going to piss off other people's demons, just purely means that none of this is personal. People are battling certain demons which they willingly and unwillingly attract to themselves. And that's just the way, it's just the nature of the way in which we are, the way in which we're designed, Animal consciousness is that way. Instead of, let me see how I can elevate myself, animal consciousness purely sees, cool, let me bring that person down so I can put myself back into that level. Right? It's only when you ascend from animal consciousness that you understand that, okay, cool, this perceptual world is illusion anyway. None of it yields any intrinsic long-term value for my life, my character, my sense of self, my confidence, my business, right? It's all purely just a game of perception, which is all illusory anyway. And then when you step back into essence and realize, okay, cool, this is the power. This is the ship from which I manifest, the vessel from which I can create. That's when you step into power. However, power comes at a price. You have to remember, life is just full of double-edged swords everywhere. The more I grow in consciousness, the more I grow in spirit, the higher my energy, the more vibrant I am. God damn. Guys, I'm really not an arrogant prick. I don't take none of this shit seriously. I know Damien isn't real. I know none of this is real. This is just one big game. Anyway, once you start to ascend in those kinds of levels, the real reason you're here, the people around you who have gone for the so-called, the worldly idea of success, you're going to see how much it pisses them off. Because you're going to pull up, bro, this is me everywhere. Like, yo, bro, look, cooling. I wear the same shit all the time, but I'm still fly. I smell good. I look after myself. I'm well-groomed, but I know that all of this is BS anyway. So I kind of do it on purpose. I'll like wear the same shit all the time on purpose. Not to piss anyone off, but I can see it pisses people off because they are all 10'd out, flashy cars, flashy this, flashy that. Bro, I'm cool and I'm here. And the beautiful gem that I wish for you to extract out of that message is that, it's the essence of life that we should be looking for. Because at the end of the day, when you're there with your family, or when you're there with your beautiful woman, right? Are you there with her looks, or are you there with her character? Are you there with the contents of her mind? So hence, tying it back to how your light pisses off other people's demons is that you merely need to understand that those people are just misdirected. They're lost in the ego. They're lost in this illusory house of mirrors in which you're constantly just running that way, running into a dead end, running that way, running into a dead end. You're just in a perpetual maze of, when I start really spitting the specifics of how they keep you lot dumbed down, pretty much everyone dumbed down, yeah, you lot won't even believe it. But that's for the Patreon. That's where we start really spitting some shit, because here we can't spit anything. We can't really, you know what I'm saying? Because they block the comments, they delete the videos, all kinds of shit. But that's neither here nor there. Guys, I just want you to remember that, okay, cool. That's just the double-edged sword of growing in spirit, is that your light will piss off other people's demons. And that's okay. Don't take it personally. See it more so, okay, as this individual is purely limited and has certain entities and certain vibrations which are attached to them, which you can clearly see with these two eyes. I can see when someone is battling some demons. I can see it. Oof, it doesn't look pretty. Just learn to build your auric field through, a cleaner diet, through meditation, through not being a doormat, If you need to speak up, speak up. Speak up by all means. On top of that, another thing that's going to help your aura remain very, very powerful, which I did want to drop on a Patreon, but I'm going to say it here because I love you lot, is mantras. Mantras are literally healing frequencies that can change the whole makeup of your DNA, because everything is sound. Everything is it's the beautiful dance of photon light and phonon sound, meaning the whole universe was created through sound, through numbers. You can explain the universe through numbers 1 to 10. And mantras work on the basis of pure alchemy. Like, this is healing vibration on a certain frequency, which not only heals your chakras. There's so many different ways. Like, all of these different mantras are purely from source. If you really see the scientific nature of mantras, how they work, you'll see that this is all just pure from source. This is from God, from the universe, that was sent here for us to really power up and ascend spiritually. That's something else that you can use, but that's neither here nor there. I'm really going to touch on those deeper videos about mantras on the Patreon. I can't say too much here. And once you combine all these different elements, and trust me, it's progressive, right? It's not always going to be super consistent. Once you combine certain elements that strengthen your aura, strengthen your character, keep you rooted in spirit, not going one foot out, right? Stay rooted in spirit, rooted in the essence of life. You will have days, everyone has days, but you won't take any of it too seriously, because you'll see merely that individual is going through their own, self-perpetual internal hell that they created for themselves. Guys, with that being said, your light will piss off other people's demons. Ain't that serious. Stay strong, stay powerful, stay radiant. Love yourself, love others. If you need to speak up, by all means speak up. Don't be no doormat. And don't take any of it too seriously, because this is just all one big show of creation and divinity. Peace and power, love and light. I will see you in the next one. Peace.